Howdy ho, my crafty friends. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. So today, I thought we would do something a little out of the ordinary of what I normally do. Well, okay, let me take that back. I'm already rephrasing things, and I'm just getting started. It's going to be a day. And I do have to tell you that, it's still one of those crazy. Sorry, I needed a new blanket, dude. It is still crazy weather around here. I mean, thunderstorms in the morning, snow at night. I've got 60 degrees today on the day of my filming. It's literally 60 degrees outside. I was just outside with Baxter. And I'm supposed to have 3 inches of snow tonight into the morning. Hello. Welcome spring in Southwest Pennsylvania. So, anyhow, now that my weather forecast is finished, let's move on. I thought what we would do today is I would show you, and I got to tell you, I'm wound up. I think my Snapple apple has caffeine in it, and they don't tell you that on the bottle. And I don't drink caffeine, and that kind of wound me up a little bit. So anyhow, I digress once again. I'm never going to get this video made. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're working in, let me move this cutter. Hold on a second. So we're working in our new little paper bag journal. And so far she's just a little skinny mini. But she does have 3 signatures, so we have lots of opportunity to make her a little chubby one, which I like to do. So we'll see how it comes. Before I do anything else, I want to welcome all the new subscribers that we have. I checked this morning, and I know the other day I said I had like a total of 15 since February I don't know what the date was in February. So it's March the 15th. And on the 15th of the month, I always check my subscriber count. Don't check it before, don't check it after. And on the 30th, YouTube sends creators their little end of the month summary. Well, that's all the business end. I just check at the 15th of the month, see the subscriber count, and go, yeah, okay, whatever. And from February 28th until today, no, I take that back. The day we hit 1,000, which I think was, I don't remember when that was. Which I think was in January. January the 2nd or the 3rd. Somewhere around in January. We have 37 new subscribers just since the 1st of January. A lot of those have come. 15 of those have come since the 1st of March. So in 15 days, we have 15 new subscribers. So I want to welcome all of you. And for all of you that have been with me before and during previous times, and during all the other chaos and craziness that we've done, thank you for being here. I'm so glad you have. Now let's get on with this video before I forget what we're doing. So, here's what I thought we would do today. So, I have, every now and then I get this wild urge, and I'll buy a book that has, a book, that you can cut apart printables in, and I've showed you my books before. Or I'll participate in a collaboration like I did the 1st of March, and I'll have these type of printables to use, or I'll have book pages or things like that. And I thought, sometimes we get overwhelmed with things like this, and we think, okay, I have finished, or you'll buy a kit off of line because you follow somebody, and you'll follow that kit, but then there's all those extra pieces left. And you think, okay, now what do I do with everything? That's what we're going to do today. So I thought I would show you some of the ways that I use my extra pieces to decorate my books. Now, in this book, this is the current book that we're working on. And this book is going to come out on Hey, It's Tuesday, which is the book that we always work in other journals for. And that's what we're going to use some of those in also. So we're going to put a few in this book. But I wanted to show you how I would use them in a current journal. So in some of the things that I have all these lovely tags. Now they're big tags. They're really big tags. And they're beautiful flowers, but they're a little bit darker, especially this one in the background, than what I would use. Now, I would use these little pictures, these, I think they're about the size of a slide, but they're pictures of flowers. Now, I would use those as little things on pockets, and I'm going to show you that. This is just a cute little picture. Now, I would use this, maybe, I would use this on this page, right here, with all these butterflies flitting around her, as a little side tuck, right there. But I also have another one back here that has bumblebees on it. So, let's see which one we like better, that one or some of the bumblebees. So, I do like that. But then there's that, you know, because we have the bees and the butterflies over there. I think I like the little fairy over here. So we're just going to take that little fairy. And now she's a little side tuck. Now all this stuff has already been inked. I spent the day over the weekend while my husband was working and inked everything. My hands were filthy. Okay, so that's one way I use some of the bigger things because, you know, after a while you can only... Now, I could save them. I could put them in my stash and save them, and I do. I do save them. But I also like to use things like this way. So now I'm going to pop back here. Now, we have this little short page here, and I do like to decorate these short pages with fun things. So I would find something fun. And now this journal really doesn't have a theme, so I can put anything I want there. Now, I thought that picture was really cute. Now, I might put that there with that book page behind it. And now I can make it a side tuck. And so a tag can tuck out from the side. So to make it a side tuck, I'm just going to glue down my 3 sides. Oops. Like that. Or do I like it? No, I like it better over here. And I put a little bit too much glue on it. Now, I can take one of these if I want, and I can show you what I mean. It would stick out like that. Now, I wouldn't use this one because it's too big. But then my tag, the edge of my tag could stick out here and decorate. Or I could put a journal card in there like that, and I could have, you know, a little tab part on it. You know, if I had one that would fit there. Okay. Now, the back side, I can just leave as it is and put something smaller on it. There's some more of those. So let's put all those. Let's sort things here so I know what I have. I have those. That's just a little piece. These are little tags. Okay. Now these big tags, I'm going to lose them here if I'm not careful. I'm going to put those in front of me. Now, I want something smaller for the music. Oh, maybe that. Oh, that covers the music up completely. So let's put the big ones there. Oh, maybe something small. These are smaller ones. No, I don't like the look of that either. Let's see. Now, which way does this go? I'm not sure. I think that way. Oh, now I do like that because you can see the music. Oh, but that one needs back, so I need to pull that one out. Now, you can just put, oh, all these need back. You can just leave it like it is, you know, and just put a plain pocket on it if you want. You know, you don't have to put anything special on them. Totally and completely up to you. It's your journal. Okay. So we're going to pop back here. Now, this little bag, you remember the little bag that we decorated? This, I do want to put something on. And this, I think it goes this way. Now, this one might be too tall. No, it is not. I want this to go right here in front of those polka dots. Now, because this bag is already a pocket up here, do I want this to be a pocket sticking out on the side? I don't know. I'm going to make it that way, but I don't know that I'll put anything in it. I think it's going to depend on what I put in the bag. Because I don't usually fill the pockets or anything like that until the end. Yeah, I'll leave it that way. And then if we decide we don't like it, we'll change it. Now over on this side, no, we need something a little more. Now I thought I had another little girly girl. This one. That's the one I want for right there. Just like that. And she's not going to be a pocket. She's not going to be anything. She's just going to get glued down. But I do want her edges nipped just a little bit. Okay, so now I need to go around those corners a little bit. I think just that little bit of rounding on those corners just makes all the difference. Okay, that's better. Whoops. Yep, right there. Now, I want this just to be glued down. Just like that. Okay. Now somewhere, oh, here it is. Here's the other side of the bag. Let's say we're missing a bag side. So on that side, I don't know what I want to put there. So maybe we'll leave that side. See, because that's too big. And it won't even fit inside the bag. I would have to really trim her. I don't think she'll fit in. Oh, she does. Oh, well, there we go. I think she does. Yeah, she does. Okay, well, then we're going to just put that one in there. How about that? We took care of that one. Okay, so this is the other half of the bag. Okay, this is the other half of that bag. And if you watched putting in the signatures, or even how I created the book, you'll see how I did the bag. Now these little flaps of fabric here, I'm really not sure what we're going to do with. Now back in this signature, maybe we're going to add, I need a pocket. I want a pocket over here, but I also want a pocket here and a little pocket out there. So I have right here a little pocket already made up that I think I'm going to put right here. Now I need something to go in there. Perfect. Now all this is a paper pocket, and I'm going to show you how I folded it. It's so simple. You can have your kids making these for you all day long. It's no fancy fold, no, you have to remember to do this or that first. It's this simple. You fold your edges into your page. This is just an old piece of book page. You fold them in to as wide as you want your pocket. You glue these down, and there's your pocket. It's that simple. Now, you do have to trim it for length, you know, or width, I mean, that you want. And this is just a sticker. Now, and I want that to sit right there, but I want something underneath it. I want a word. I want a word. What's the word, people? What's the word? And I got my words. I don't know if it's going to be these words or... We got words up here. I don't know. Do we have words? I've always got words. I'm looking here to see if I have. That's not what I'm looking for. There's what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. I want something that's... Nope, that says pay to the order of. That's not what I'm looking for. No, maybe I don't want words. Maybe I want numbers. Like a... You know, maybe like an ID number or something. No, I think I want texture. I'm right back where I started. I want texture. None of that's making me happy. I want texture. Okay. What do I want? I don't want that. That's what I want. I think today is going to be a day that I get to dye paper and cheesecloth and, you know, all that fun stuff. No, it needs to be a darker piece. And we've been having a little bit of rain, so I can't put it outside, so I'm going to just have to dry it in the dining room, I guess. Let's see, that one disappears, so maybe the green. This is all the green I have left. I'm definitely going to have to create the green again. That is the only piece of green I have left. Okay, I need to save that little piece right there. That'll work. Oops. Oh, don't shred. Okay. Guess I'm gonna have to put this little piece underneath there. There. Alrighty. Now let's go on and get this down. stuck down. Okay, so now it's a nice simple little pocket there. We can put something nice and tall if we want. We can, there we go. We can put one of these big tags, or we can put a bigger tag. We can put a big journaling card. And right there are the perfect little words. Right there. It says, reminds me of happiness. Right there. I opened it up and there it was. So those are the words that are going down. There we go. So that page is quickly done. Now in here, I want a pocket here and I want a little pocket here. Now I can't put anything here because it will go into my spine, but I can put anything I want across the top, anything I want across the bottom. So you just have to remember that on pages that you have that are folded in, you have to be careful about putting anything on the inside. Now you can fold it in if you want. Now because this is just torn. This is not cut or anything. This is just a torn piece of paper. So I can cut it. I mean, I can fold it and make it straighter. And now I can add, you know, something to it. I could add a you know, I could add something like that to it. You know, that says, you know, to pull it open if I wanted. Or I could add, I think this one, I don't think that one. Yeah, that one, like a binder clip cut out to it even, you know, so like that on top. Now that's kind of cute. I think we'll do that. I think we'll put that right there on top. Just like that. And then in here, I'm just going to make this a little tuck. Just like that. Okay. Now, let's make sure that's down. Okay. All right, so there's another one there. So let's go back here. I can already feel it bulking up a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, we need something back here. The pages are glued together. So on this page, I think I'm going to take this piece from a magazine. And you guys know how I love using magazine pieces. And I want to make, I want to have something that flips over the top. Oh no, what's on this side? Flips over the top. No, I think it's going to have to go this way. Like this, so I can have a top tuck on this side. Okay, maybe not that page. Okay, maybe this page. I want this to go this way. Is that big enough? Too big? Okay, it's going to have to be, oh, that's the middle. I'm trying not to get it tucked into anything. Like that. So I want this to be a top tuck here, and then I'm going to take one of my cards and put down here. Like, I want this to be a pocket down here with a top tuck up there, but I don't like that up there. So, what else can we have at the top? What else can we make at the top as a top tuck? So, if we have this at the bottom for our little pocket, let's look around here on this messy desk at everything that has accumulated and see what we have that we can do that with. Because I want that to be the bottom of the flip over. If only I had one of my favorite crafting supplies on my table. Lo and behold, I do not. I know, somebody call the crafting police. I don't. Okay, but I know where to get one. Hold on a second. Ta-da! I found one. Oh, goody, it's too big. Well, darn. Okay, well. And I don't want that on the middle. Well, this is not working the way I wanted it to. Oh, wait, let's see if this little card fits. Well, no, that's silly, Lori. If the envelope doesn't fit, the card doesn't fit you, ding dong. But I can cut the card. I can cut it right there. And that way it doesn't interfere with that little loopity-loop. So let's try that. Right in between the loopity-loops. Ah, that worked better. Now let's see. Okay, let's go back here where we wanted it. Okay, I've already forgotten where I wanted it, so we're just going to have to pick a new place. Hold on. I'm sorry, I needed a drink. All right, so I think we're going to try here. Now, is that going to let me close? Yes. Okay, now we could use that pocket with this, but that hangs down pretty far, doesn't it? Okay, so I think we'll do that there. So let me paper clip this there. Yeah, but then the thing I wanted to use is the pocket. That it's just too big. You wouldn't see any of it. So I could put it over here, though. It's a different signature, but it's close enough to it that it'd be okay. And I'll just have to find something else for it. Okay. Okay. So now, let me grab the other journal that I wanted to show you for these. So let me put this one aside for a minute. Let's put the top on our glue. And I'll show you how you can use these in journals that you're already working on too. Hold on. Okay, so this is my journal, my outside journal that I'm just about done with. There's Peep. Always there to keep us on track. So because it's my backyard, I always have flowers in my backyard. I always have, I have flowers in my front yard. I have flowers in my backyard. I have flowers everywhere. So I'm thinking on this page, and when I saw these, this was the book I thought of first. I thought this one and this one would be lovely. Oh, wait. I think I like that better there. So they would be lovely tucks, but I think if I move it, oh, I can't. There's something there. So I could put that one there. I could make this one a flip out going that way. Yeah, I think I want to make this one a flip out. And we'll just make this one a pocket. And because that's torn a little bit, that will help cover that up. So I'm going to glue down this way and across, and I'll make it a side tuck. But when I glue, I'm going to actually put this up to the paper like this. And I'm going to watch. Let me put my finger on the top here. I'm going to follow my paper down. And then I'm going to stop where it's torn. And I'm going to pick it up again. And then come across the bottom. That way I'm not going to get glue underneath here. And then I can put it down where I want it. And make sure that my glue isn't going to glue my other page. Now, I can take this and wipe off any excess glue that I have. And make sure there is none coming through back here. And if you need to go up a little bit higher, you always can. But now it covers up that little hole that I had, and I have a cute little hickey-doo right there. Now, where did my, hello? And I forgot to do this one, but I'm going to do it up there to remind me that I can go that way. There. Now, for this one, I want to make it into a little flip out. Now, to do that, I'm going to use a piece of paper. And I'm going to take it off all my little scraps I have here. I'm just going to pull this little piece off. Now, I get these, whenever I have to cut paper to fit in, oddball size journals that we make. I save these wider strips just for this. So, I only need this the length of the card. Now, I do try to keep it all the same width. It does make the folding easier. And then you fold it in half. Now, you only need a piece of paper that's about 1 inch wide. Okay, as you can tell, mine is nowhere near even. The fold goes to the outside, like that. And mine's too long, so I can trim it after I get it glued on. Now, this is how I do it. I glue my hinge to what I'm doing. I'll put just a little bit of glue down. And then I line this up. See, my fold is to the edge, all the way up. And I don't want to see it. I want it to be underneath. And then any trimming I need to do, I do it now. Now, because you are going to see this, you are going to see a little bit of this. Okay. Now, this is what I'm going to glue down to the page. Now, I do need some more glue in there. Now, you can also use your glue stick to do this. If you're more comfortable doing this type of thing with a glue stick, use your glue stick. Okay, so that's down. Now, I'm going to, yeah, I did. Now I'm going to take and put just a little bit of glue, just lightly glue this, like that. And again, fold goes out, okay? Then I'm going to put this right here, like that. Now, some of these smaller ones that I have here, I'm also going to make one of these flip out. But I want it to go that way. That one, I think. I think that one. Do I want it on that paper? Yeah, I think I do. I think I want it on this one. So I'm going to take this again. Now this one I don't need my paper this wide. So I only need about a 1/2 inch width on this. So let's see here if I can get a straight piece off of here. We'll see. If not, it is what it is. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, that is like extremely crooked. And I hope this is wide enough. And I'm going to fold it in half. Now this isn't going to hold on to anything. Okay, this is just decoration only. Now if you don't like the back of it being white, here's how you take care of it. Now you can even do this for a tag. If you prefer one of these little tags, grab a tag instead. See, I could even put a little tag on there instead. I could put the little thing in there. Let me show you that instead. So you're going to take your little hickey doody. You know what the name of it is. Crocodile. It's not called a hickey doody, but you know what it is. Oh my gosh. I told you, I think that stuff has, I think it has caffeine in it. Somebody needs to let me know if I'm drinking caffeine. As if so, I'm going to be in trouble. I am going to be wound up all day. Okay, there. All right, so let's pick the one that we want. Here. I really like, that one's one of my favorites, so I think I'll do that one. So I think I'm going to take, I don't know why there are 2 holes. I have not quite figured that out on these. Oh, yes, I have. One's, it's like a hanging tag. Well, I don't want that part. So I am going to make this go like that, because I don't want that part. And then I'm going to punch my hole down a little bit lower. And I'm going to have to take a look at all of those. Okay. Alrighty, so come here, you. Now let's make sure I'm set up here. Nope, set up for the big guy. Oops, I think I squished it too hard. Guess I don't know my own strength. Okay, so to make your tag flip, I'm going to put it over here on this side. I want to... I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to line it up. Cut it off. Now, you don't even have to use glue. You can use washi tape if you prefer washi tape. You can use fabric if you want to use fabric. You can use whatever you want to make these little flips. They don't have to be paper. So, you know, get creative with them. Play with them in your books. Get creative with them. Use washi tape. Use fabric. Fabric is so much fun to create flips with. Now, for this one, I am going to just put it all the way around it like that. I'm going to wrap it around it. So this one wraps around it. Okay. So now if I come back in and I decide, you know, at a later time, hey, I think I want to cover the back of that, then it'll not only cover this piece, it'll cover that piece. So now I have this flips there, that flips there. There we go. And we've got this one over here. That's a little tuck, side tuck. It covers up that little hole that was there in my page. Now, back here, this piece here is just part of an envelope. And I've been looking and looking and looking for something to cover that. And I finally found, okay, I've lost it. I spoke too soon. I have, here, I'll just take it out of this book. Oh, I cut that one. Let me find the other one. I have a... Oh my gracious sakes. Okay, I don't need that. All right, where is it? I have... Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. Hold on a second, I'll get it. Found them. Okay, yeah, they were in the place I least expected, where they belong. Okay, so I finally found these really big, I guess they're like bookmarks, or they're supposed to be big tags or something. And I thought, oh, these would be perfect right there. And up here, I just have to punch this out. And I actually think I like that one. I think I like this one because of the yellow. So we're going to go on and put an eyelet in it. And we're going to attach it. And with the eyelet, I'll be able to put ribbon or something in it. And I think I'm going to use that one. Is the back already sitting on it? It's right there. Now, let me change my thing here. Okay. Okay, so now I can put anything I want to stick out of there. And I don't really know what I want. Oh, I changed my mind. Maybe I do. I don't think that'll fit through there. I'll find something to put up there. But I want this to go there. Okay. So I'm going to put the glue on here. Now, this is pre-made stuff. I haven't had to make anything. Now, I do want to round that bottom edge. So these are still ideas on things that you can do with the pre-made things that you've collected, that you've been given. maybe you bought them and then you just get them home and you think, oh, I don't know what to do with them. Because I do that. This came from one of my books that I bought last fall that we worked in. You know, we got stuff out of. Okay. All those sticker books. And I had no idea what I was going to use this thing for. They've been sitting over there in a box. Okay, so now on this side, I can put the other one. I can put this one over here. So let me get around these corners. Okay. Oh, here it is. And I'm going to put that side right there. And I think with this one, I want to use this one. Gotta squeeze a little bit harder for this one. Okay, that's better. Now, I'm going to glue here. Now, I could leave this little piece open and then just have, let me show you what I mean. When I glue this, I could leave it and then just have like a little tiny pocket here, but I don't want it to be a little tiny pocket. I think that'll be more of a nuisance than anything. So I want to put the glue here all the way across and then down and then all the way back up. I just want this to be, you know, flippity, floppity back and forth. That's all I want. Now, I am going to put some clamps on it, though. Especially up here at the top. Let's grab some clamps here. All right, so I'll leave these clamps on for a little while until everything dries. Now, you know what? I think I can actually put a bigger one to go in a little bit further. And then after it dries, I think I do want to do this though. Make sure that my glue is everywhere. Let's make sure that that glue is everywhere. Okay, because it sure wasn't acting like it was. Okay, and then I'll come back and check. Oh, that one didn't have any grip to it at all. I'll come back and check on it. That's better. Okay. And if I need more glue someplace, I can put some more glue someplace. Let's put another one. Let's put one down here. There. It's not going anywhere, is it? All right, so we have that in here. We have this flip out here, this little double flip out. We have a pocket here that takes care of a problem. This is going to go back and forth. It's not going to have all these clips on it, of course. So I'm going to put this over here to dry. Then in our current journal, oops, we've added places with them. Let's see. Did we do something in the first in this signature, we added this, I think that little tuck spot right there. Right there. That's a little tuck spot right there. And then back here on half of our, we have this as a little spot here. We can put a tag. You know, I'm going to make a tag. I'm not going to use one of these, I think. Or even a journaling card could go in there. And over here, we have this piece. And the bag is still open. So we can put something in the bag. You know, if we want, which is my plan. And this little postcard, this is from one of the local, oh, she's too big. I think I might use her as a flip out right there. So let's use some, let's get some fabric strips and do that one. Because I think I have some right, oh, that's a ruffle. Let's see about using that ruffle on there. This ruffle is from my friend Amy. Oops. So let's see if Amy's ruffle can help me here. Oh, that just looks pretty on the page like that, doesn't it? Amy, your ruffle is lovely. So let's see here. Maybe we'll use Amy's ruffle. I got an idea. I know, don't you all hate it when I say that? My husband does. He hates it when I say, oh, I have an idea. He just rolls his eyes. All right, so I'm going to cut a 1. How wide is my ruffle? That'll work. So I'm going to go just a little bit less than that. It's just like 2/8 less than 1.5 inches. Okay. That's what it is. And it is, I think it's the length of the page. It's actually a little too long for the page. So I am going to trim it off. And I'm going to trim, this is just plain white cardstock. That's all this is. And I am going to lay this down as if this were a side tuck. Okay. And I'm going to put this I'm going to put it on this side. Like this. Just like that. Then I'm going to take Amy's ruffle and I'm going to lay it on top of it. And I'm going to start it at the bottom, but I want it to hang out at the top. I don't know if I want it to hang out that much, but I do want it to be right there. And then Amy's ruffle will cover up that cardstock that's there, and I'll be able to use it. So to put down her ruffle, I'm going to just use my glue stick. Maybe. Yeah. I think it'll hold it. I think. I don't know. I might just put a drop or two of my other glue on it just to make sure. So I'm just running this up the side here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take and run just a smidge of my 3-in-1 right down her sewing seam. Just a really light run of it, just like that. I don't even think I hit the seam all the way, but just a little bit. because I don't want bleed through, but I want to make sure that this is sticking well. Because I also don't want to lose this lovely ruffle. Okay. Now, I want to make sure I'm not sticking to any other pages. And now, back here, I can keep this because I've glued my seam there. I know I can take, see where the seam stops. You can take and run a little bit of your white glue up the rest of that seam, and then your seam won't come out. But because I ran it down the seam, even if I were to cut it, it wouldn't come unruffled. That way, that's how you secure your seams. So I could cut this at the top across here and let that fray if I wanted. But I don't think I do. I just think that ruffle's lovely. Now, in here, I want to put this. There. See, now I don't have to wait for it to dry. Oops. I guess I do. I pulled it right up off the page. Because that is going to stick right in there. That's going to go right there. Now, I'm going to paper clip it because everything is wet, so I don't lose it. Or maybe I'll just clamp it. That clamp has no clamping left. So, let's get one of these. That'll hold it till it's dry. There. Now, I've got everything on that page that's going to be on that page. All right. This was fun. I'm so glad you guys came to play with me today. All right, here. So what have we got so far? There. See, she's starting to get a little chunky. I can feel her. She's getting a little bit of girth to her. Just a little bit. So it looks like 3. We're going to need to do some stuff here back in 3. Now let's see how much time we have. Let me take a quick peek. Oh, looks like our time is up for the day. So we're going to continue all this fun in our next video, where I'm sure we'll get into some more goodies and we'll have some more fun. But I want to thank you for all the fun that we've had today and remind you of some of the fun things that we did. So we added a pre-made ruffle. We decorated, where's the side of it that we decorated? We decorated some pockets with some pre-made items. And then in this journal, we added this flip out, or this flip, with 2 bookmarks, back-to-back bookmarks. And then we added, now this is the backyard journal that we've been working on. And then we added this little tiny double decorative flip. And what else oh, I know what we did. We decorated our pocket. And then back here, we put in a pocket. I think it's probably ready. Oh, here, we'll put purple in purple. Oh, I think this one would be lovely. We'll put that one in there. And then we still have to create our upper tuck. You know, something that goes up like that. All right. So we've had a good time today. We've been decorating. We've been having fun. And I have had such a good time with you guys. So I hope you come back to the Ladybug Journals and you have some more fun with me as we keep decorating and keep having some fun. Now let's see. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that works perfect. All right then. And we keep having some fun in our journals, and we keep exploring our papers and finding all kinds of fun things to do with things that we already have laying around our desk or sitting in boxes, and who knows where it's all coming from. But until I see you again in our next Ladybug Journal video, ta-ta for now.